Woo! Happy Tuesday. It's day like 22, something along that lines. Yeah, weather-wise, it's beautiful out. If anything, it's actually a little chilly, so I'm 100% okay with that. So, yeah. Yesterday went good. Everything went good yesterday. Thumbs up to Monday. Hopefully today goes as well. Weather-wise, yesterday afternoon was pretty junky, but anyways. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, or will have a great Tuesday, or had a great Tuesday. So, anyways, see you in a little bit. I'm about a half a mile in right now, so see you at the mile mark. There's the 1 mile mark. 12 minutes, 1 mile. Not bad. Man, anyway, so I've been doing a lot of research and watching videos and this and that, and there's so much different stuff out there about exercising that it just gets all kinds of crazy and confusing. So, you know, I have a question of what burns more fat, running or walking, right? So I look it up and there's 350 answers. So, but one in particular seemed, well, I'm not going to say only one, but this one that I'm thinking of right now, it seems that this lady, she's a professional, she's a food scientist, she's a, you know, all this personal trainer, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, she states that when you run, your body releases this chemical, and I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the stress hormone, and it actually makes you not burn as much fat when you run as when you walk. So I'm gonna go ahead and, which I mean, I understand, makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, you're stressing your body when you run. So I'm gonna try it, and I'm just gonna walk for a week, see what happens. I'll put the name of that chemical that your body releases, I'll put it somewhere right here, because I'll watch that video again. I'll put a link to that video down in this description, so that way you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. And I know it doesn't make sense. I think in turn, you know, your body actually burns more fat while you're running, but it's after the run, when you have a buildup of this chemical, that your body almost stores fat, or in the stress, in the stressful situation that your body's in, it actually in the long run doesn't burn as much fat, right? So my goal right now is to get rid of my spare tire situation here. So I'm doing the most I can for that. So keeping my sugars super low. I like no added sugar. I'm pretty much 0 added sugars right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I looked it up, and the chemical that your body produces when you run is cortisol. So when you have an abundance of cortisol, it throws your hormone balance out of whack, and you end up not burning as much calories in general, overall, throughout the whole day. And having a jacked up hormone balance, man, there's a lot of cars today. I'm gonna get run over. So I'm trying to video. Oh, it's the damn paper guy. Every morning this guy freaks me out. Not every morning, almost every morning. Anyways, cortisol. It's your body's response to stress. And what it does is it actually messes up your hormone balance. So while you're running, yes, you burn more calories while you're running than while you're walking. But throughout the whole day, when you're not running or walking, having a higher cortisol level will actually not let you burn as much calories, and it makes you store weight in your waist in a spare tire. So that's not what I want. So I'm gonna try walking and target my waist, right? So no sugars. Here comes the paper guy. Hopefully he's not turning right here. Anyways, so you got this buildup of cortisol. It actually keeps you from targeting your belly fat. So walking, obviously running every once in a while may be good to really burn some calories. But in general, walking is better, okay? Because when you do some high stress strength training, you're gonna build up cortisol. Anything that puts your body under stress, you're gonna build up cortisol, which in turn is gonna not let you burn as much throughout the day. All right, so I'm kind of trying to go for the whole body burn, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta target my hormones that are gonna let me burn throughout the whole day. So I was also watching something else, and cauliflower and broccoli are very good because they have some estrogen lowering properties. So hear me out. I'm eating chicken that was fed soy, right? Because that's just, it is what it is, you know. Unless you get free range, you know, pasture raised organic chicken, then your chicken's been fed soy. And soy, even though you're not eating it, but the chicken ate it, it's still going to have those properties that raise your estrogen. So if you have a good amount of broccoli with your chicken, you can combat the estrogen. You know what I'm saying? So it's all like, it all works together. So I'm gonna end up I'm working towards a high fat, low carb diet. I'm not gonna call it a keto diet because my goal is not to get into ketosis. But my goal is gonna be to eat a little cleaner and maybe use less fuel. So I'm gonna do my best to get better quality food in. I'm also gonna bump up my intermittent fasting. I'm gonna try to go to 16 hours fasting, 8 hours feeding. So what that means for me is I'm gonna stop eating at 8 p.m. and start eating at noon. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it today, see what happens. I think I'll be able to do it, but we'll see. I love breakfast. I love breakfast. Maybe I can push my breakfast off till noon. So we'll see. And if not, then maybe I'll push my feeding window back a little bit. With intermittent fasting, your feed and fast window doesn't always have to be the same. You know what I'm saying? So if Monday you're feeling good and you don't eat until 5 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying? Then on Tuesday, you just eat a little bit later or whatever, you know? So you can switch it around. Doesn't have to be 8 to noon every day. But we'll see. Gonna try to bump it up. I've been doing some research on intermittent fasting. There's a lot of benefits for intermittent fasting also. Not just burning fat, but it's actually when you're getting towards the end of your fast, your mind gets a little sharper because it's a primal instinct. When you're hungry, when you're really hungry, your mind gets more hyper focused, because back in the day when we had to actually hunt for our food and we haven't eaten in 15, 16, 17 hours, our mind focuses so we can hunt better. Okay, so hyper focus at like the 16-hour mark or 14-hour mark maybe kicks in. And then like the 16, 17-hour mark, you have this cell regeneration that kicks in. And your new cells eat your old cells. So therefore, your skin will be nicer. You know, just like you'll have a better glow about you. You'll just have a healthier body because you're working with all brand new cells pretty much. So your older cells are getting eaten by the newer cells because you don't have any food in you to feed those new cells. So cell regeneration, amazing. Hyper focus, amazing, right? So look into it. Look into intermittent fasting. And maybe every couple months, I'm gonna do a long fast. Okay, so 24, 48, 40, something like that. So 24 to 48 hours fast. Obviously you shouldn't do but once a month or once every other month. I'm gonna try that, and that's gonna help with a lot of stuff. Also doing a liquid fast every once in a while and this liquid fast you shouldn't do but once every 3 or 4 months. But that just helps your digestive system get a break, you know, because every day it's just being worked and worked and worked and worked, and no days off. So if you just do a liquid fast every once in a while, you give your digestive system a break. So that's got to be good, right? Also, I eat look at it, 9 minutes. Woo. I eat fermented and pickled food, which is really good for your gut biome. So kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, stuff like that, really good for your gut biome, right? So build your immunity, and it also helps you break down the food better. The more healthy bacteria you have in your gut, the better you can absorb the nutrients from your food. The better you can absorb the nutrients from your food, the less food you gotta eat, right? And what does that mean? That means weight loss, or that means weight steadiness, right? So if I burn 2,000 calories a day and I eat 2,000 calories a day, I can't gain weight, no matter what. So, yeah. So I'm learning a lot, and I really recommend you guys, you know, diving in a little bit and checking some of this stuff out. You know, don't believe me. I'm nobody. I'm just some redneck walking in the middle of the night, right? But do some research and look at these scientists and these personal trainers and people that really know what they're talking about, and look into it and figure out what'll work for you and do it. So I'm gonna cut this off because it's getting pretty long, but I'm about to my 2 mile mark. So I'm gonna say 2 miles. I'm gonna say it's gonna be about 37 minutes. So peace. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I already passed the 2 mile mark. I'm about to hit the 2.5 mile mark, right? So my 5 miles, I'm starting back up, boys and girls. My 2.5 miles is probably gonna take me a little bit longer because I'm not jogging, right? So I left the house like 10 minutes early this morning. And if I have to, I'll get up earlier tomorrow, right? Because I want to give this a good shot. I want to try it out. I'm already noticing that I've been losing. I definitely have lost a good amount of weight. All right, so let's do it. Remember, diet is number one. If you don't change your diet, if you don't fix your diet, everything you do is pointless. Okay? No sodas, no added sugar. You know what I'm saying? I keep my fruits as low as possible. I have one green shake that has a little bit of fruit in it every day. So that's where I get a little bit of sugars from. I might even cut that out. Okay? So I'm gonna try to start getting some higher quality, cleaner products if I can afford it. Right? I gotta source it. I gotta find where I can get better stuff. All right, so maybe Whole Foods, or there's a new place called Sprouts. I'm gonna check all that out. So I'll let you know. All right, 2.5 miles, just turned around. Yeah. So, like I was saying, take all this stuff I'm saying with a grain of salt, but look it up. Trust me, it's very interesting stuff, and you might learn something. I know I learned something watching a couple different YouTubers and just kind of figuring it out. So, yeah, check it out. All right, so 5 miles done. Sweat everywhere. 5 miles done, about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I think I might need to leave a little bit earlier tomorrow. So try it out.